Hey guys, Steve from Kujispeed here. Okay, you might know what this is here. This is a center brake light for a C4 Audi Avant. All North American models came with this exact one. This is the third brake lamp that is in the spoiler. All North American models had the spoiler. Some European models had the spoiler. I think they were on the S6 Plus and stuff like that. For those of you who don't know, these things are kind of a pain, simply because this is early 90s tech, and you can see it's like a bar style light, and there really weren't any LEDs back then, so what they did was kind of jank, in my opinion, and they put 10 of these 2723 bulbs in here. These bulbs are hard to find these days. You can find them when you can find them. They're kind of expensive. I believe most parts stores charge about $20 for a set of 10 of these things. You can get them on Rock Auto for pretty cheap. However, they're getting harder to find. They do interchange with a 74, which I believe this one on the end is a 74. But the 74s are not as bright. The reason why these are kind of jank is you can see these little holes here, and when you put them in the holes, they move around. Now, these circuit boards, sockets, are getting old. They're getting hard to find. So what's happening are these things are getting corroded on the inside in the sockets here. I'll pull a bulb out to show you. I don't believe it's... You can kind of see the corrosion in there. I think it's this one that's really, really bad. You can kind of see it's really dark in there. It's hard to clean those out. I've gone at this thing for probably about 10 minutes with a wire brush and some CRC terminal cleaner, and I cannot get good connections with these bulbs. This started when I got a brake light on my Avant, and I looked at the back, and 5 of these bulbs weren't working, so I ordered new bulbs. I went to install the bulbs, and I reassembled everything and put it back in the car, and even less of them worked. Only 3 of them worked. And I was like, wow, that's weird. So I pulled it all apart. I put all the bulbs in the socket. I plugged it in and wiggled around the bulbs that didn't work, and they started working. So I'm like, okay, I get them all to work, reassemble the thing, put it back in the car. 5 more don't work. So I'm like, okay, I'm done with this. So I was going to start designing a LED conversion board for this guy. So I've done exactly that. I've designed my own board in KiCad and had them built. And you guys are going to get to see that here in just 1 second. What's up, guys? PCBs finally showed up. I got these from JLC PCB from China. Nothing in the US was really cost effective or, simple as these guys. These guys are super easy. All I did was send them, you go on their website, send them in the files for the stuff, the Gerber files and the drill files to make your PCB. And you choose your PCB color, you choose how many layers and like all the options you want. And it was actually extremely affordable, surprisingly. I've never done this before, so I'll just give you a quick unboxing here. So here we go. First order is 20. I just wanted to make sure these would work first. So at first I was going to do like 5, and then I'm like, might as well just do 10. And then I checked the price on 20. I'm like, well, let's do 20 because it was, pretty affordable. So I got these in black. So yeah, let's see how these fit. I have the original housing right here. The plan is this housing should fit like right around the PCB. You can see hole, 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 hole. So this should fit right in here, and And then I have the sockets for the LEDs. And then this is just an optional thing. I put it there just in case I'm not able to make this plug and play. I put it there so if all else fails, I can put a couple taps, a couple pieces of wire, and you could solder those to the inside here on these rails. I'm hoping not to end up needing to do that. I really want this to be plug and play, no cutting, no soldering, nothing. So yeah, let me cut these open and we'll see how they fit in the housing. Okay, here we go. Here's one of the PCBs. You can kind of see that I put the version, the model, and I put, kujispeed and my email you guys can reach me at, and that part number, C4 Avant brake, third brake light. Yeah, it's basic, pretty simple. So the idea, like I said, is for these holes to line up with these posts, so it'll just slide in. Good thing that I didn't order that many of them, because they're not exact. They're pretty close. Like these, I'm going to end up just having to just update these a little bit so they fit better. As you can see, like here's one lined up. This one is super, super close. Same deal with the other one. I think the holes I specified for this are a little small. I think that's the problem. Otherwise, they fit in the housing just fine. So how this is going to work is it's going to be mounted like this. It'll be upside down. That will slide in, and it'll fit right inside the housing. I'm going to have a little male socket or male terminal off one of these LED diode terminals. And the way that'll work is it'll just snap into one of the sockets for the bulb. So basically I'm just taking that end and putting it on the board. So yeah, it'll just plug into your original socket, and you won't have to solder, you won't have to wire anything. It'll just be a drop-in ready to go. So yeah, I'm going to sand these a little bit to get them to fit the housing quick, and I'll be right back. All right, so we have all the centering pins fitting correctly now, and the board's just slightly too long. I think the measurement was, like 0.3 millimeters longer. Whoops. Oh well, I can fix this pretty easily. 1 second. All right, here we have the PCB. I just sanded the ends down a little bit. She should be pretty snug. There we go. She fits right in the original housing. There. Cool. She fits. All right, here we have the board firmly pressed in. It sits flat against the plastic backing. We have the original socket, and that just goes right on top. Seat's just normal. Still have the rubber seal, so it's watertight. If you want to help it be even more watertight, you'd put some grease around the screws here to keep water out. But yeah, that's pretty much the idea. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, checking this out. I'm going to be assembling these pretty soon here. I'm going to see if I can source this plug here, the male and the female version, so I can make a little harness to incorporate a load resistor that will take the brake warning light away, so you won't have any warning light for the brakes for having LEDs. And you know how it works. LEDs and turn signals don't work together. LEDs and brake lights don't work together really well unless you put in the resistor or put in an electric flasher or electronic flasher or something to that nature that can handle it. But yeah, so thank you guys so much. Hit me up on the Audi groups, pre 95 Quattros, Audi Yacht Club, C4 only, those guys. You can hit me there, hit me up there. You can hit me up at my email. Here, I have a board here. It's what did I even do? I don't even know. It's kujispeed at Outlook. Sorry, I got backwards. Kujispeed at Outlook. Hit me up there if you want one of these things. Thank you guys for watching. See ya.